My name is Mary Demski. Today is February the 24th, 2009. I'm going to read you my story titled, I'm an American and I'm Beautiful, about my mother and dad, Mary and Joseph Tokich. I never knew my parents were immigrants growing up. I just knew they were from the old country. Mom was, I'm getting teared up.
It's okay. I can cut things out.
Mom was from Krakow and Dad was from Yugoslavia. We were Polish and Croatian. I didn't like being Croatian because no one had ever heard of that country. My dad met Mom on the ship coming to America. My mom's mother wanted her to go to America, so she saved up and gave Mom a diary. I don't know how much it was. Mom wanted to come to America because she said she worked hard on the fields, digging for potatoes, cabbage, and vegetables. She said that they were in the fields working all day. On the ship, Dad found out that Mom had more money than he. He was 17 and had $17. Mom was 16 or 17. Dad fell in love with Mom and looked after her on the ship. Mom said she would never go back home. I remember Dad going back to see his mom twice. One time he took her a sewing machine. They landed at Ellis Island and stayed in New York for a short time. They left for Pittsburgh where they thought they would find work. They somehow arrived in Southside, a neighborhood of Eastern European immigrants. They had 11 children. The first 2 boys died during the Depression of scarlet fever. Later they had 3 more sons. I was born after the 5 boys. Mom always remembered my birth. Every birthday she would tell us. I was washing clothes on the washboard when I felt something. I screamed for Dad. Joe, baby coming. I was named after Mom, then came Rose, Michael, Helen, Catherine, and Walter, the last of 11 children. When Walter was 19 and planning his wedding, he was diagnosed with cancer. He lived another 6 weeks, and his illness was a secret at that time. We couldn't talk about what Walter had. My other 4 brothers were in the services and all came home safely. When my sister Catherine was getting married, I wrote to my brother, Joe, in the Army, asking him for money to buy Mom a dress. He sent enough money for 2 dresses and a permanent. Mom had long hair and wore it in a bun. Mom was so happy she would say, I'm beautiful and I'm an American. She could not speak English, so we had to teach her. She wouldn't let us learn her language. We were never hungry. Mom always had soup on the stove and coleslaw. If you worked, you got a pork chop. I also remember Mom making our slips and panties out of flour sacks. When I was a little girl, Dad made wine and whiskey and sold it for 25 cents a pint. One day when I came home, I found Mom crying. The feds had come in, turned the spigot on, and everything ran down the sewer. Mom was crying because of all the sugar they had wasted to make the wine and whiskey. Later, they found it was their best friend who reported them. I also remember Mom telling us that when she got married, her maid of honor stole her wedding money and that she never saw her after that. My dad was the law with his 9 children. He would say to all of us, this is my house. I can still see it. You will live by my rules. We would be sitting around the kitchen table and we would have to say, yes, Dad. Then he would give us a treat. I remember Dad going to town. We would walk with him to the streetcar stop. When he came home, we would be waiting for him. He would come with a bag of candy and give us all a treat. My mom said that she would never go back home. She had